And I said to myself, you know what? Like, you have your own apartment in New York for the first time. Like, I was like, I'm going to go home. I'm going to get a pint of ice cream. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to watch Sex and the City. Because all that was in my apartment was a couch, a TV. You know what I mean? I was like, perfect. And so I walk home. I stop at a bodega. I get my pint of Ben & Jerry's. I get home. I turn on Carrie Bradshaw. I sit down and I'm like, I don't have a spoon. Oh, my
God. Stay hydrated. First thing in the morning, tired and yawning, what you gonna do?
Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Stay Hydrated with my brother, Christopher Hall.
And my sister, Elizabeth Hall.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm good. I haven't seen you in a little while. What's been going on?
Yeah, what has it been? Like a week and a half or something?
Has it really been that long?
No, I think I've exaggerated that.
Well, that's okay. Hyperbole is the spice of life.
It's the spice of life. Maybe about 5 days. I have been good. I've been back at uni.
And you have a new kitten also.
I have a new kitten. She's so cute. She's also like already not a kitten. She's already like quite big, which is a bit like, okay, the cycle of life.
Right, yeah.
Okay, like slow down.
They grow up so fast.
What the hell? Yeah. But she's doing great. My girlfriend's away this week, so I was just saying it has been.
See ya.
Yeah, we just get a baby and she backs off.
Yeah, that is so typical.
Back home to spend some time with her mum, who lives internationally, so it's totally fair. But it is a little bit Reba right now. A little bit single mum who works two jobs. Who loves her kids and never stops.
Right.
But last night I treated myself to a couch sleep. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
Yes.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling back.
Couch sleep is really, it's basically like the adult solo sleepover, isn't it? Because you're like, it's like a bit of a break from the norm.
Mm-hmm.
It is. So, and you are just going to sleep, something you do every day. We hope.
It feels special.
But it feels special. It feels like almost, it's not naughty, but it's like.
I said to Lee last night, I was like, I think it's my equivalent of like a couple beers.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? I'm going to have a few beers, aka you're going to pass out on the couch at 10.
Passing out on the couch, yeah.
And literally I'm going to put my pajamas on, brush my teeth.
And then come down and sleep on the couch.
Bring a pillow and a duvet down and sleep on the couch.
There is something really comfortable about a couch. I guess it depends on the couch.
But a couch with a duvet.
A couch with a duvet and a pillow is like, oh no, I can sleep here fine.
Yeah. And also the gift of the pillow of the duvet suddenly being double the size. You can actually get in the duvet.
Like a toasty.
Yeah.
Or a apple turnover.
Exactly that. An apple turnover.
That's something I don't think I've ever had.
Which I have frequently.
Do you?
No, I
don't know about cooked apples, you know.
I've had one apple turnover ever.
And how was?
And it was on like an army cadet camp. Oh. And so it was like heated up for 2 minutes in boiling water.
What?
In a package. And do you know what?
No, I don't know what.
It kind of ate down, but I think also I was like...
starving because you've been out all night.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you used to do cadets.
Yeah.
And you really, really enjoyed it.
I think it just like gave me a bit of structure and like... you kind of can't be... I think like it protected me because like we can't both be in army kit like with our hair in a bun and you call me a dyke. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
We're both out here right now.
Right, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, you're really going to like slur me out here?
Right.
No. Secondly, I also have a gun, but obviously I wouldn't shoot anyone with a gun. That would be crazy. But I did have a gun at the time.
Yeah.
So yeah. It was really, I enjoyed it.
So it was kind of the time when people were going like, haha, you're a les.
And I was like, yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I am that. But yeah, there is something incredible about someone going, here's your itinerary. If you just do that, you'll do really well.
Yeah. It's I understand like make your bed and then that will give you a tick.
Yeah, exactly.
And then that's fine.
Exactly. And there's something about if you leave here at 4 p.m. and come back tomorrow at 9 a.m., we'll be happy and you've like done a good start.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? There's something about like great. Like
Yeah.
So yeah.
I do understand that.
Yeah, but obviously I haven't done it for 10 years and I wouldn't do it now. So
no.
And it actually has left me with no lasting real sort of forms of discipline. So I feel every
But the outfit's cute.
the outfit was kind of chic. Every modicum of discipline I have, which is a fine amount, did not come from eating apple turnover at 1 a.m. in like the fucking New Forest.
I did RAF cadets for like a moment.
Now that was a crazy era. That was
so
before I was kind of
crazy.
lucid, and I remember still like being in the car when you were getting dropped off. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, it was when like mum's friend's son was like so and so is going to do this. You should go with him. So like all mum's friends' sons who were like, and daughters actually, who were like 14 or whatever, just went to do this. It was twice a week. It was twice a week, and we like had to dress up in like RAF uniforms and like march and like learn about guns and planes. I remember being like, what the hell am I doing here?
Yeah.
But I wasn't old enough to be like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I'm not doing this didn't necessarily work with mum.
Right. Yeah. At that age.
Yeah. Or
Slash any time.
maybe it works for you now.
Yeah. RAF cadets. The only good thing was that a couple of the older guys were really hot.
Get
so
into it.
Just
I remember you having those
observe.
boots and just being like, I've got to polish my boots. And being
I
like,
had to polish
what?
boots. I had to iron a uniform. I had to like come home and iron.
It's like
a
in Sims
uniform.
2 when the kids get sent to military school.
And you had to and then I had to mold your beret. You had to put your beret in boiling water and then mold it.
And you mold it. Yeah.
I was like, what am I doing here?
See, whereas I don't know what happened to me, but I was like, I'm going to remold mine every month to make sure. And it's like, what happened there that I was just like, did I get like indoctrinated or something? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, for sure, I'm just going to like read up on gun parts. What are you doing? What are you like? Drink a beer, like
yeah, just get out there and have fun.
Like sneak out the house. Like, what are you doing? But,
Yeah,
whatever.
And I remember we had to go on like a night mission, and there was like 4 teams, and I was in like team C, maybe even team D.
Trying not to take it personally.
But it was like in order. So team A are going to go and like run through the forest, and so it's like a kind of team building.
Yeah, you
it's
do
like a club, right? So it's like just a club. It's like RAF cadets, but it's like a club after school.
Yeah.
Like there is, I guess, some kind of through. Like if you were like really into it, like you might then go like into the army, into the military, but whatever,
or like teach kids in the future type thing.
Yeah, I obviously didn't do
that.
So we were out doing this like pretend exercise.
Doing like a situation,
yeah, and I just laid in a field in the dark for 3 hours because team A and team B took so long. We didn't get to team C. So then they were like, hey, it's time to go back and your parents to pick you up. And I was like, you are fucking with me.
Right.
That's what I did. This was my mission, to like lie here.
Right.
And then I remember we did it at school, and we had to go on like an RAF weekend away. LOL, that's when I first kissed a boy.
Period.
LOL.
I imagine there was lots of gay stuff going down in cadets.
Oh, well, from my point of view, it was
just you.
Just me. But then we had to like put up a tent, like using a parachute, as if we'd just like parachuted into this forest. And then, so like ours was literally just like hung over a tree. We were like, hey, here's our tent. And then we were eating for like our lunch boxes, and like our teacher came around and was like, tidy up this rubbish. If the enemy comes, he'll see your food waste or whatever. And we were like, we're in like, nobody's coming. We're in like somebody's backyard. Like nobody is like going to go and do this.
I think it's also hard. So like there was like smaller groups of kids that would be sent off to things like that.
Yeah.
Where it would basically be like, yeah, you're going to be here for 5 days and then we're going to do a 2-day version of that mission.
Right.
Where like you're going to have different jobs at different times. And actually, to be fair, the one I did on this like leadership training camp was actually so chic because they just like, I'm guessing there was somewhat, I'm saying so chic, but obviously this is scary and horrible, but there was probably like a guy with blanks.
Ew,
like setting them off. There was like fake like bombs going off.
What?
But I feel like the thing is we were all like actually committed to it. So we could be like, fuck, the army is like, the enemy is coming, run. Whereas I think if you're taking like the gay kid and his friends, it's like, they're not going to fuck with this. What are you doing? Do you know what I mean? That's like, they're not going to get into it.
I remember.
I think it's lame as fuck.
I remember.
No,
I remember. We like slept in these tents overnight. Like it was just so hellish.
Yeah. Is it the lean-tos as well? Where it's literally, it's not a proper tent. It's literally just...
I don't know. It was a parachute like over
a tree,
I don't
over
remember.
A branch, sure.
And I remember this guy, this tent like had collapsed during the night. So we were like lying in bed, like awake, obviously, and we just heard our friends like walking past, and they were like, "We have like the teacher had gone to get them to like take them back to the bus because like their tent had like blown over, and then they were walking through us all, being like, "We are being escorted back to the bus. Our tent has been demolished," like taking the piss. But it was like,
How old were they?
like we were all like 15.
That's so funny.
And they're like, "We are being escorted back. Our tent has collapsed." Like this. Like that. It was so funny.
And it is like, hey, kids that don't want to be there are going to think you're losers.
Yeah.
Teachers, don't try and take kids that aren't committed on army cadet
but like
trips.
teachers, imagine me being like in a very, very, very close parallel world. I'm a teacher.
Well,
And, you know, and I would not want to go on the fucking army trip.
no. But you wouldn't, to be fair, probably wouldn't
Would go.
work in the army.
Yeah.
I also feel in the staff room, they'd be like, so we need some volunteers. Not
like-
Chris. No, you'd be in the corner running choreography for the cheerleaders that night or something.
I know. It would be really tough though. Like they'd have to be good at cheerleading. They'd have to be good dancers.
Right. What, as in to be part of your cheer
They just
squad?
need to be good.
Do you think, let's say you're a high school
Like
cheerleading
if I went
coach.
to audition, I'm like, I'm going to start a cheerleading squad, and then like I audition them, and I'd be happily say the school is not, but we don't have the vernacular. Do you know
We're
what I mean?
not doing a high school. We're not doing a. We're not starting a troop this year.
Yeah.
If you were like a high school cheerleader coach or like a college cheerleader coach, would you need them to be good dancers, or would you let someone onto the squad who maybe wasn't a good dancer but could kind of do the ready, okay? Or would you be like, I'm so sorry, girls, like in my squad?
I guess it depends. I guess everyone, you know, people have that je ne sais quoi.
The it factor.
The it factor, and that can't be taught. Where, you know, style and, you know, sort of musicality can't be taught, I don't think. But also, je ne sais quoi.
Right.
I don't know, but what does that mean? I don't know what.
I don't know what.
I don't know what it is.
It's like when the DCC, you could have the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. You could have your own squad, and then you could have a separate dance group that maybe you took to specific competitions.
Yes. Well, maybe they'd be like 6 dancers, and then there'd be like 6 like kind of more cheerleaders,
right?
That are like, let's go, let's cheer. I'm going to lead you.
They have rhythm.
I'm going to lead you in the cheering.
Right.
Yeah,
for sure. That's really interesting.
Would you be in it?
Yeah, but yes, I'd be in like the male tracksuit.
Yeah.
I'd be at the bottom, like holding the girls up.
Right. Or
for sure.
Maybe the mascot.
I would totally be the mascot. Have you seen Easy A?
Yes.
When Penn Badgley is the what's the things with the teeth?
A beaver?
A beaver, yeah. He was the beaver. I actually think though,
Penn
if I
Badgley
had...
is in the guy from You and the guy from Gossip Girl. Mm-hmm. He's really gotten around, hasn't he?
He a very successful actor since day dot.
Shout out Penn, good for you.
Shout out Penn, we fuck with you, and you remain what seems to be a good guy from the outside. So thanks for being you.
You. The TV show's called
Do
You,
you think
right?
it is? Yeah.
Whoa.
I do think I would have been in the cheer squad because actually I was still very femme.
But I think also you're the type of person who, if you were in like a class, and maybe this comes from being the head teacher's daughter,
right?
It's like Elizabeth's gonna do it. Like Elizabeth will participate,
right?
And
right,
even
right.
if she hates it, she'll probably be. You're also very good at a lot of things.
Whoa!
I think when you like when you like
I know.
engage.
Do you remember when
you're good at like team things and just
Right.
being like, hey, I'm here. I guess I'll like join in.
Right. Do you remember in primary school when there was the Lion King dance? Mum had put me in, who had asked me to be part of the dance troupe. And then I was told to go to the front and like wiggle like at the front,
Oh yeah.
ass out to the audience to be like a cute little like, yeah, like, I don't know,
Animal.
I'm like a little lion or a little squirrel or something.
Baboon.
Whoa. And I like refused, my social anxiety was like, I can't fucking do that. And I
Yeah.
like had a meltdown for like 3 weeks in a row. And Mum was like driving me to school and she was like, hey, you don't have to go to dance troupe anymore. Like
You're ruining it.
you're actually ruining it for yourself and others.
Yeah.
And there was one time and I could only have been about 10 and it was me and my friend Ella. Shout out Ella. And we had both been put in dance troupe and we didn't want to be. And we were like 10 and we went to the bathrooms and tried to like make ourselves pass out. But obviously, like, you know, when you like go head over and go like and try.
No,
and,
I didn't know.
did anyone else ever try that at school? Trying to make themselves pass out?
Yeah.
To avoid sports or anything?
Oh, yeah.
You go like, yeah.
Okay,
period.
fine.
That's like a common thing in the girls' bathroom, I think. There's like a lot of girls not wanting to do swimming, trying to make themselves pass out in the bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah. But it didn't work. And I did end up dancing that week and kind of bringing sort of my own stylistic elements to the piece.
Make your own kind of music. Dancing your own way, dancing on your own.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's tea. Our guest this week is an absolute joy, a delight. I met him in Edinburgh. We were both doing shows like 4 years ago. Since then, whenever he's been back in London, we've kikied. Whenever I've been in New York, we've hung out. He's a hilarious actor, writer, comedian, content creator. If you don't know, please get to know. And welcome to your ears, Jake
Cornell.
Hi. We're in. How are we feeling? How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I got lost like 3 times on the way here, but I'm here now and I'm good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
What, from tube to building?
Well, I had to
Or
stop
everywhere?
at a sports direct because I forgot to buy. I didn't pack a single pair of underwear, as we
Nice.
talked
Okay.
about, pants as y'all call them. But
Yes.
so I had to stop at a sports direct that was near, like, kind of near my hotel, and then get from there to here
To get some
And the Thames
athletic-
link was delayed. I actually didn't get lost. I shouldn't say I got lost. I got lost when I've been to London a lot. I was kind of distracted and walked the wrong way from St. Pancras for a while. And I was
Okay.
like, oh, this is wrong. And then turned around.
Fine, okay. But also St. Pancras and King's Cross can kind of look like different from every single angle you come out on. So it is a very confusing station.
Yes, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm here now. And I was only 4 minutes late.
You were perfect.
Which I think for our standards doesn't count
I
as
was
late.
gonna I didn't know if London had the New York thing of like with the trains, it's like 5 minutes is kind of like on time. Do you know what I mean?
I think
It's
so.
kind of that, yeah.
Which is for New York is like a post-COVID thing. I think before COVID, it was like it was like you like on that there was that whole thing of like the saying like on time is early and early is late.
Yeah.
Like that was very much New York before, and now it's like 10-15 minutes you're kind of fine.
Okay. I think that is kind of fair right in London, but also I think London trains come more often than some New York trains.
It depends on the line.
Yeah, some of the lines in New York is like the next one's in 20 minutes and you're like,
Well, if the things are down.
Got it.
And also like in New York, like you have to go really far out in London before you get to a place where it's like, if there's no train coming here, you can't walk to another one.
yes.
Whereas in New York, it gets pretty quickly to the neighborhoods where it's like, if the 4-5's down, like you're fucked. Do you know what I mean? Can I swear?
Right. Yeah, you can swear.
Yeah, please.
Thank God.
Yeah. So you have a new place.
Yeah, I got my own
Congratulations.
place.
Your own place. How does that feel?
I've been talking about this a lot on stage because it's like the thing is like when you move into your own apartment, everyone tells you it's gonna be the best thing that's ever happened to you. Like they're like, oh, living alone, like there's nothing better. And I'm kind of like waking up every morning and after like 5 minutes, I'm like, does anyone want to come over? Like
Yeah.
I'm like, I just like
Right.
don't. I'm like, I think I will grow to love it.
Yes.
But it is like a slow process.
Right.
There are certain things I like about it, but there are certain things I'm also just kind of like, this is a lot.
Yeah.
You know?
There's a lot of things I think again, so by the way, we've been friends for a few years.
Four. Yeah.
But I was going to mention another piece of your content. I was like, I do know you like personally as well as opposed just from watching your
I guess
content.
I don't know that. We were like, we're like besties at Fringe in 2021 and then I've been friends ever since. Yeah.
But just long-term avid.
Just like, but like also like we message as well. But I was going to say another piece of your content, or like you put a story up, was you were like, I need to get everything for a new place.
Oh, it was so ridiculous. It was
like,
do you want to hear the worst part? Like this is the story that like personifies it like deeply. So I moved unexpectedly. My friend had this like incredible apartment that he was never going to leave.
Okay.
And then he bought a place. Like he was like, wait, I actually can buy a place. So when he bought a place, he was like suddenly like, do you want this apartment? And it's like a crazy deal and like a great neighborhood, like really amazing price. It's rent stabilized. So I like kind of found out somewhat suddenly, like I was moving in like 6 weeks or like 2 months or something like that.
Wow.
And I was like, oh shit. And so I had like, I moved, but I was like traveling. It was because I was touring over the summer. So it was just like a lot. And I had so I like moved on the 1st of the month. And then, but before I had known that I was moving, I had bought concert tickets for like a concert on the 2nd. So I moved on the 1st. On the 2nd during the day, I painted my living room because it's like, the whole apartment needs like a new coat of paint. So I painted the living room first. And then I like installed the TV and then I was like, I guess I will go to the concert. Like I had tickets. And so I was at the concert. It was Jamie XX.
Okay, fine.
Which like, I also didn't realize when I bought tickets, it wasn't like so much a Jamie XX concert as like a Jamie XX like music festival where it's like, it was under the K Bridge and it was like, there were multiple DJs and then like he went on at 11 and I was just like, and like everyone was doing Mandy and I was just like, it was like not what I thought it was. And so when I got there, I've like been moving for 2 days. I'm like haggard.
Yeah.
And all my friends are like, we're taking drugs. And I'm like, oh my God.
Like, we are?
So, yeah. I was like, what? Yeah. And so I stayed until like 11:15 and then I was like, hey guys, like and like that's kind of like just when it was picking up.
Right.
But I was like, I gotta go. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I said to myself, you know what? Like you have your own apartment in New York for the first time. Like I was like, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna get a pint of ice cream. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna watch Sex and the City. Because all that was in my apartment was a couch, a TV. You know what I mean? I was like, perfect. And so I walk home, I stop at a bodega, I get my pint of Ben & Jerry's, I get home, I turn on Carrie Bradshaw, I sit down, and I'm like, I don't have a spoon.
Oh my God.
And it was, do you know when you go past crying? Like it's like the devastation is like beyond, it's like you move past the point of tears. It was just like stillness.
Yeah.
And then I stood up and put the ice cream back in the freezer. Because I walked back to the living room. I turned the television off and I got in bed. I was like, it's done. Today is done. Yeah. Like didn't own a spoon. And it was like, that was the worst part for the first month was like not realizing you didn't own something until the moment you needed it. Like one day I was like, do you know what? I'm going to make, cause I was like spending so much money on like eating out and stuff, which like I always do. But I was like, I'm going to make a bunch of chicken for the week. And so I made like all this chicken and I was like, bitch, you don't have Tupperware. But I didn't figure that until after I cooked it. So it's just like shit like that keeps happening.
Oh, yeah. And you've given yourself a job that you actually have to do right now. Like I've cooked the chicken.
Correct.
I need the Tupperware right now.
Like there's hot shit. There's like, exactly. You need to figure out a way to get this in the fridge in the next like hour. Yeah.
There's also like being resourceful.
No.
Like let's use something else.
There's like nothing, and like that would only make me sadder. Like the only thing sadder with like piggy style. Like what are you talking about? Like, but also like it's not like there was so little in my apartment. It's not like, well, what else could I use? It's like there's not a spoon nor anything else. Like there's nothing in the apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not even like a ladle.
No.
Yeah.
Right. Oh fuck. I kind of was wondering how quickly one of our favorite subjects would come up on the podcast, Sex and the City.
Yeah.
I was literally thinking last night, I was like, do we just touch? Because I'm sure you've talked about this on like so many podcasts, but you've not talked about it here.
And I haven't talked about it in the UK yet. The UK audiences need to know.
Maybe also me and you haven't maybe debriefed. Just like we have to spend a moment just considering the finale of And Just Like That.
Okay.
What is your take? Okay. Also, if you don't know Jake's content on Night or Jake's comedy, you have such wonderful takes, and the way you describe them, you have a wonderful, like, poetic way with words.
That's really
Your streams of consciousness are some of the best streams of consciousness comedically on the internet, I would say.
I really appreciate that, Chris. Thank you.
So,
Well, let me.
but without further ado, what is your take
I
on the
like stand up, I
Just Like
start
That
stretching to do my just like that take.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
like- okay, I need to paint you the picture of me seeing the finale of Just Like That, so
Yeah.
you understand.
Also, can we just say that when we first talked about season 1 and I was like, what do you think about And Just Like That? And you went, I'm in it.
That was season 2.
Oh, season 2.
I guess because I'm in it, and I'm in it in the best way possible, which is that I hit Che Diaz's bong in the background of a scene. That's my entire role.
That
That's my
is
entire
iconic.
role. And it's not like I had lines and they were cut. I was brought on set to hit Che Diaz's bong in the background of a scene.
It is
And, like,
amazing.
it was the best day ever. It was.
Wow.
Yeah. So
When Che's having that crazy party in Miranda's.
yeah. Miranda's trying to sleep.
Yeah, Miranda's trying to sleep. And
We're all
Che's
playing
like,
video games.
what's wrong?
Yeah, everyone's playing video games, and then I'm ripping bong in the background,
That's so iconic. What were you actually smoking?
like CBD weed.
Okay, fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's like the most. I joke because I went to like a very stoner college. I'm like, it's the most I've used my college degree. Is like smoking weed on camera. Okay, here's what happened. So like, obviously this season. For context, I've been like, I love it just like that.
Yes.
Like, I am not one of these people that's been like dunking on that show the whole time. I love it. I'm like one of the biggest Sex and the City fans in the world. I think it just like that has a lot of fun elements to it. I've enjoyed watching it every week. I think it's fun for us as like a community to have a show to talk about every week. You know what I mean?
Sure. Mm-hmm. Everyone was watching it.
This season,
Tested you.
well, Aiden Shaw tested me. Like the most, I've never hated a television character more. Like by the end, I was literally like, put him in a saw trap.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like sit, like
Enough.
call Jigsaw and put
Right.
Aiden in a saw trap. Like literally, like so. I was watching this like thing the other day, and I saw a clip of the actor who plays Aiden in a movie where he gets killed by a shark, and I was like, that was cathartic to watch. Like,
Right.
literally, like
That was
profound.
healing.
Like literally like somatic healing, watching
Yeah,
Aiden Shaw
yeah.
get killed by a shark. And so my whole thing with season 3 was like, okay, so it's like the Aiden stuff I found so brutal, like
Yeah.
so brutal, so unpleasant to watch. I really found that character unlikable by the end of it. And then we got rid of him, and then I adored Duncan,
Right.
Like the hot British guy who like actually found her interesting for her intelligence, like met her on her level, like kind of like the man she's always needed.
Yeah.
And or like always, like I think that always like would have been like what worked for her. Do you know what I mean? He scratched all the itches that maybe Big didn't, but like also like he is mysterious. He's not like totally there and available, but he like sees her for the right reasons. He like he's hot. Like I was just like, this guy's it, you know?
Yeah.
And their chemistry was really good. Like it was so fun to see her flirting again. I was like, oh, this is amazing. So then he leaves.
Yeah.
He disappears. Then I'm on, so then it's like, and then they announce that the show's ending, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, you know, and I'm like, how are they going to end it? Like, what's going to happen? I get asked to do a podcast about the finale.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's like a pretty big And Just Like That podcast. So they get screeners early. So
Okay.
they were like, we're sending you the finale 5 days early.
Wow.
So I was like, oh fuck, and I was on vacation in Provincetown with my whole gay guy friend group.
Yeah.
Provincetown's like a gay vacation town in Massachusetts in America.
Yeah.
And so I was like, hey guys, like I have to go lock myself in this room and watch And Just Like That under embargo. Like I'm not allowed to talk about it outside of this podcast. Like, and so I'm alone in my bedroom in a vacation house in a gay vacation town. Watching the And Just Like That finale. Like
This is your
6
soul
days
trap.
early. Yeah, you literally like 6 days early. And then the episode that we watch like proceeds to unfold. And it's like, I had tried to guess like what I thought was going to happen. Another layer of it is I'm like pretty good friends with the actor that plays Epcot in the finale.
Okay.
The like
yeah.
the guy
Gen
who's
Z.
like the Gen Z guy who's lactose intolerant who clogs the toilet. So suddenly I'm sitting there watching graphic footage of my friend's shit logs shoot out of Miranda's toilet onto the floor in the last 15 minutes of the entire series, and being like, what is happening? Like,
Yeah.
like truly having like and knowing when I finish watching this, I cannot speak to anyone outside the door about it. Like I'm not allowed to
Oh
talk
my
about
God.
it. And I'm watching it. And I'm like, this is how they're gonna end it. This is how they're gonna end it. I just don't understand a lot of the choice. I've read I've voraciously devoured every piece of every interview Sarah Jessica Parker and Michael Patrick King have done about the finale to understand what their thought about it was.
Yeah.
And I hear their points.
Okay.
I think what's undefensible or indefensible is the fact that Carrie, Miranda, and Charlotte do not have a scene together is just so
In the whole of the finale?
not a single scene together.
Yeah.
In the finale, they do not have a scene together. They do
That
not
is
appear in the
bizarre.
same scene. It's really strange. And I think what Michael Patrick King says, the finale is kind of a love letter to people who end up single. Like that not
Right.
everyone,
Agree.
which I think is valid. I will say, I
But
think
you,
it's
you still have friends.
you still have friends, which has always been the message of the show. And that I found it really sad, this whole thing of she doesn't have friends because they're all partnered off. Was it kind of what it felt like it was saying?
Yeah.
Which is just not how these people would ever have treated her. And also, I do also think there's something very different between someone who ends up single and someone who's been widowed.
Right.
Yes.
She's not never been married. She was married for 25 years.
And
Yeah.
she's not married by choice.
Right. So it's
Yeah.
not like she's someone, she's not someone, because I think there's probably a lot of, if you end up single without having ever been married, there's a question of why. Do you know what I mean? Where it's
Yeah.
if you were married for 25 years and then your husband dies, that's a different thing.
Right.
So it felt a little incongruous, that kind of mess. I was I don't think that's what this is. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So my two things are, I just don't know why the poop. Why the poop?
It was so
Especially,
uncouth.
I screamed at the top of my lungs when Joy comes at the end
Yeah.
and finds Miranda cleaning the shit floor with the rubber gloves, and then Joy kneels
Gets
down
down.
the floor, hugs her, and Miranda's gloves go in Joy's hair.
Yeah.
Screamed at the top of my lungs.
I haven't watched this episode,
I would
and
say skip
I
it.
don't. When you mentioned that as a plot point, I was like, surely the ending, the final episode of a
Doesn't-
legacy,
yeah.
huge show ranging 25 years.
Yeah.
and you do that.
There's a
30
lot
years?
of there's a lot of poop,
Right.
and then also okay. So do you want to hear? I think I talked about this on another podcast. But do you want to know how I think the show should have ended?
Of course.
I think Carrie goes through that day, and then has some sort of thing where she maybe goes home. I think what's hard is that because Chris Noth got canceled for being a rapist, they never address Big anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
Which I think is also kind of creating a little bit of a thing, which is Big was a huge part of her life. I think she maybe looks at there's some sort of moment of closure with her thing on Big.
Yeah. Because I think when she was Aiden was the one all the time, and she goes at one
The
point
longest
she said,
relationship of my life.
she
That's
said
not
this-
true.
That it was
Yeah.
a couple months before you cheated on him with Big again, and then you were married to Big for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think here's my pitch.
Right.
She looks at Big. She has some sort of quiet moment of closure. She picks up the phone. She calls Seema.
Okay.
She goes, hey, what do you think about me renting out my house? And then she goes, I could work on it. And then she says, do you know anyone who does real estate in London?
Wow.
And then we see her call Duncan.
Yeah.
We see them have a quiet conversation. I think we maybe don't even hear the conversation. We just see Duncan start to smile, whatever and there's music playing. Hangs up, picks up her phone, texts Samantha, what are you doing this weekend? End of show.
So I actually
Yeah.
just have chills.
That's it. That's how the show
Brings
ends.
the connection, the connections with Samantha that we had made me
Because it's so painful. The thing that's so painful is also this thing of if we're gonna really talk about her ending up alone and not having a partner, Samantha is the
Yeah.
friend to explore that with.
yeah.
You know?
Totally.
But I also think I'm also I also was just that whole thing of Duncan being well, I have to move back to London, so this can't be a thing. And it's so I think the ballpark is that Carrie has somewhere around $25 million.
Right.
She literally,
Yeah.
I just don't think, I think there are
Gramercy Park.
options.
Yeah.
There are options here. We could do a little London rental. We could do you know what I mean? We could do,
Yeah.
I've just been calling
Delta
Aiden
One.
in wherever he was. I've just been calling him for the
West
last
Virginia.
West Virginia. I've been Skyping
Or
him.
Virginia, yeah.
For the last, I love the way I still use the verb Skype.
I know.
But I've been video calling him for months. London's cool.
I know. It's so,
I'll be
I
be
just-
there next week.
I'll be there
yeah.
next week.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of like an in and outer on both shows. Because when I checked in with you, she'd gotten back with Aiden and been like, Big was never even the love of my life, which I was just like, bitch, I don't even know the show that well, and that's like a ridiculous thing to say.
It's like a ridiculous statement, yeah.
We did
Like-
this a lot. We really did Big for a long time.
Yeah.
So you can't then be like, actually,
There's
didn't
sort
happen.
of 6 seasons and 2 movies that like summarily decide like Big was the one.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that is like quite literally like
what happened.
And I do think it's like they weren't trusting the audience to separate Chris Noth and Big.
Yeah.
So they were like, okay, well if Big has to be bad now, it's like he doesn't.
No.
Yeah.
He's not the actor who played him.
We're not.
And actually, he's dead, so you can have a
and
fond
actually,
memory.
He's also really dead.
Yeah. You can have
He thoroughly died.
yeah. You can have like a fond memory
off a
moment with
peloton.
him and
100%.
looking at a photo or something, and you're not giving him a check, so it's like
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
So what happens with Aiden? She was with Aiden, and then she ends it with him.
Do you
or-
want me to tell you? Because you are going to lose your whole ass mind.
Maybe you should tell me.
Yeah.
So,
So-
tough. It's so
Okay,
tough.
so basically, Aiden has 2 sons, one of whom is a burgeoning, I'll say it, school shooter, and I like,
Okay.
sorry, like, maybe bleep that, but like, he's just like really mentally unwell.
Okay. And the reason they broke up the first time was because of the kids and the family,
Correct.
right?
So
Okay.
Aiden's like, I have to be in Virginia and be with I have to be with Aiden, or I have to be with my son in Virginia, and he's like, and he told Carrie, I need 5 years.
Okay.
And
So Wyatt
Wyatt.
can get to because he's
Wyatt.
13.
I think the idea is like I need to be with Wyatt until he's 18.
Oh, because as soon as he's 18, he won't.
He'll be fine.
He won't.
Yeah, I
be
think
a
is like
freak
the
anymore.
idea. So then at one point, so basically it's like, so then they say that they're not going to talk for like 5 years, but then they start
Okay.
texting, and then eventually they start talking, and then Aiden comes up and surprises her,
Okay.
and then their vibe is just like, it goes from being like really lovey to really bad and back and forth again. Meanwhile, she's developing this kind of flirtation with this guy who lives in the apartment below her, an apartment that they invented halfway through the season. Like suddenly, the reveal that a man lived in the basement was, I truly was like, I truly like,
He's been there the whole time?
No,
Yeah.
truly, it was like long legs reveal, and like it was.
And they also share a garden that she's then renovating, but then he has access to, but
Correct.
But then
it's also
it has no-
it's not even that she didn't know he lived down there. It's that she didn't even know there was an apartment down there. Meanwhile, she's been down in the garden where there is a door to the like.
Yeah.
It's just it's a really crazy plot point.
Right.
So then basically, things between her and Aiden are bad. Then Aiden's going back and forth. At some point,
They sort of
Carrie
say, like,
goes.
they sort of say like, let's see how it goes.
Yeah. Carrie then at one point goes down to visit Virginia, which are some of the most harrowing episodes of television you'll ever see in your life. At one point, Wyatt throws like a pickaxe through the window while they're having dinner. Like it gets
Yeah.
violent.
Oh,
it's
Wyatt
like not
is-
fun. He's
Wyatt's
like really
unstable.
Yeah.
Also, there's this whole plot line where Rosemary DeWitt, who is Wyatt's mother, Aiden's ex-wife, like calls Carrie because they bring in the Adderall shortage into it. Because like, you know how there's an Adderall shortage in
Yeah.
America? Basically being like, we can't get Adderall down here. Can you illegally get Adderall for Wyatt in New York and bring it down to Virginia, which Carrie manages to do via Charlotte's children. Slay. So then Carrie brings these Adderall pills down to Virginia for Wyatt. And then Aiden freaks out, which then reveals that Aiden is like an mental health prescription drug parent who is refusing to let Wyatt get treatment for his diagnoses and thinks that by doing like manual labor on a farm he'll get better. So it's like Aiden is like profoundly like a bad father
Yeah.
also. So then that whole plot line comes into it. And then there's this whole breakdown where it's revealed, sorry, this is like not fun. Then it's like, I like can't stop though. So I'm like, sorry, I know this is bad content. I will continue. And then
I'm
basically
in it.
it's then revealed. Then there's this whole thing where Aiden is coming back and forth up and he's getting really jealous of Duncan and Carrie, who have not done anything over the line.
Yeah.
Right.
Because Duncan and Carrie become writing
Writing
partners. They're like
partners.
editing each other's books.
And Duncan is not the man that lives in the basement.
He is the man who lives in the basement.
Understood.
But they're
Understood.
not, they've been totally platonic. They haven't crossed any lines. They're not
Right.
even, they're like flirtatious, but not in a way that is problematic at all.
Okay.
Then Aiden's being so jealous. Aiden then has an absolute meltdown where he reveals that he fucked Rosemary DeWitt.
his ex-wife.
And
Recently.
and then Carrie's like, that's okay, which is like one of the craziest parts of the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then basically it just all comes to a head where basically she realizes Aiden reveals that he still basically will never trust Carrie because she cheated on him with Big like all those years ago, even though Carrie's done all this forgiving of him and stuff.
And has like accommodated him leaving New York, going to Virginia, saying, can you wait for me for 5 years? So like she spends a couple episodes being like, I'm going to just wait for Aiden for 5 years.
And all of her friends are kind of like, okay. Like,
Yeah.
it's like really wild. And so then they end up breaking up finally because of that.
Right.
But what should have been what should have happened in like 2 episodes happens over like 10.
Yeah.
And it's just like, as soon as he goes like, I'm not giving my like unhinged son any like mental health support other than go like chop trees down. What the hell?
It felt to me like it almost, if I'm trying to understand it, like if I'm trying to reverse engineer what I think they were trying to do, my guess would be, I think at some point, Michael Patrick King decided he really wanted Carrie to end up single.
Right.
And to do that, they had to make Aiden completely not an option. Summarily remove him from the equation, which meant like thoroughly making him like revealed to be a bad man, which they do so thoroughly that the audience is like, stop! Like, release me. Because it like stops being a comedy at points.
Right.
And you just went, I can't do this, Carrie.
Yeah.
And it was just
Us
like,
neither. Get
this
out.
is so heavy and lethargic.
Yeah.
And like, it just didn't make sense. Like, I'm going to go and like parent for 5 years. So like, can we pause this thing we're doing?
He's not going to be better then.
Yeah, mad.
Totally.
I took pause with season 3 with the addition of Miranda's British girlfriend.
Joy.
Who I just don't think the character had any zhuzh that to latch onto. And I feel you could really tell why Miranda was taken with Steve, why she chose Steve. You could kind of tell the kind of...
I mean, I was taken with Steve.
Right.
That's my man.
Come on, the ass.
That's my man. The ass, the arms, the... Like, literally...
We all were.
Yeah.
And like Che, I think obviously unlocked this whole world for Miranda.
Totally.
I'm looking at Joy, who's obsessed with her dogs and doesn't crack a smile.
I know.
Has these annoying
it's like,
English
can I keep
friends
gin at your house?
who puts gin at an alcoholic's person's house. Also, I feel sometimes with American stuff,
Who's
they
the
make
alcoholic?
Miranda became an alcoholic.
They also make British
Whoa.
characters like really caricaturist. So they're like, "Hello," like when Joy went, "I brought my friends round," and they're like, "Hello, I'm Mitzi and I'm Mr. Squiggles. Got any gin?" And I was like, "What?" Are you? And she uses these crazy words. Not that like big vocabulary is a bad thing, but just being like, "Oh, you exuberantly open the door with vivacious morality," and you're like, "What?" And then she goes, and then it was like, and then like, "Oh, I've got a bottle of gin for me. Better a bottle of gin."
Also,
and I'm
why
like,
was the gin piss yellow?
It was disgusting. It's disgusting. And then the last bit there was something else in the last bit that I was like, why are we? Oh yeah, this is the name of the dogs. Like this is Sappho's and Socrates. Miranda, dump her. Like it's like I just don't know. Like why are we doing this?
I know.
And then she's like, and she goes, I'm an alcoholic, and she goes, oh, all right, I'll have to think about this then. And you're like, just run a mile. This just doesn't seem fun. But
it really was.
I'm from the BBC. It was like, okay.
I know. There were just these things sometimes where it was like my whole theory about, and just like that, about what was like interesting about it was, I think because it was the same writers of the show writing the new show.
Yeah.
But they removed the narration.
Yeah.
They really struggled to sometimes tell us what they were trying to say.
Drive narrative, yeah.
Or like tell us the POV. So sometimes I think there was something that was supposed to be really absurd and funny, but they didn't know how to contextualize it with it as absurd and funny without having Carrie's narration say, isn't this absurd and funny?
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So then we thought we were meant to be taking it seriously, and you'd be like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So I think in the TV show, like they would have had like, Joy's dogs. Like Carrie would have had something like funny to say about Joy's dogs.
Carrie
And
would
we
be there in the narration making fun of Joy too, and you'd be like, thank you.
Thank you. Whereas
Right.
Miranda was like, I guess I'm a dog mom now.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, this is all just terrible.
Totally. And then like the whole, like, I can't believe they ended. So like the way, so you know how Miranda and Steve have the son Brady?
Yes.
Who's now like in his 20s.
Right.
So he reveals that he got this girl pregnant, like, and not like someone he was dating, like a girl he fucked like after a party.
Oh no.
And that she is keeping the baby.
Right.
And so then it's like Miranda's trying to like build a relationship with this. And she's basically, this girl is like to Brady, like, hey, I'm pregnant. I'm keeping the baby. Like, you don't need to be involved. Like, it's all good.
Right.
And so Miranda's like, no. Like, I need to have this woman in my life. Like, I'm going to have a grandchild. And then this girl is revealed, like when this girl is revealed to be like deeply fucked up, like they try to make it comedic, but like she's literally drinking a Red Bull when she meets her pregnant. Like, and
Right.
she's like, I had a dog, but I left the door open and it ran away. Like, this kid's going to die in the care of this woman. And
Right.
they like just keep on being like lols. And it's like so concerning. And there's no resolution. Like, it is just like.
And it's like she could have just been like a kooky woman, but who was pregnant, and then like it could have just been a Miranda's just going to be a grandma or something. But like I feel
it just was like really well because it was like the stakes were like imbalanced, where they were kind of like, oh, it's funny, this crazy. I'm like, no, this is really scary.
That's a
baby.
child.
Like, I don't know. It was really strange.
Is Brady named after Tom Brady?
No, I doubt
Steve
it.
Brady.
Okay. Oh, what?
Steve, the dad, his last name is Brady.
Oh, so what's the son's name?
Brady Hobbs, Miranda's last name.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
is that
threw it
what
out. I
it
was like,
was?
is his
Yeah.
name Brady?
I know, which I don't hate.
I don't love, but no, I don't hate either. Brady.
I kind
Brady.
of don't hate Brady. There's something funny about it.
Yeah,
Okay,
agree.
well, you guys can use that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, we're going to get to know you a little bit more.
Oh, thank God.
This is
just like that for an hour. Has been an hour and a half.
No, but I just knew we did, like, you can,
to.
imagine you came here and we didn't do that.
No, I know.
It'd be crazy. The
The
world
things
is-
that Chris and I do when we hang out is we talk about Sex and the City and just like that, and then we talk about pop stars and pop girls exclusively. The fact that we haven't been gone an hour on Jade is crazy.
well, let's go.
Well, I've got tickets for. Well, we should
Oh,
do
do you
this.
have- okay, well,
I
this-
got tickets for New York. She's coming to Brooklyn. Thank God.
Oh, yes, she
Yeah.
is. I'm
She's got
so
America
gassed.
dates.
That
Yeah.
American and then Europe tour that she's doing is incredible.
And let me tell you this: those New York tickets sold out in a second. The gays are
that
devastated.
is amazing.
iconic.
Yeah, they're reselling for like 6 times the price of the ticket. Like
Wow.
it's crazy.
Do you know the venue?
I'm gassed
Is it a
for
cute
her.
Oh,
venue?
it's my favorite venue in Brooklyn.
Okay,
it's so
period.
good.
Where's
Yeah,
that?
It's called Brooklyn Paramount.
Fun.
Yeah. It's this like gorgeous place. They just reopened it. They like renovated it, but it's one of those theaters. I'm sure you have these here. It's one of the venues where it's all standing, but they raked the floor. So no matter where you're standing, the view is amazing.
That's so
Start
good. Where
doing
is
that.
like that? Where's like
Start
that?
doing that.
It's
It's so
heaven.
annoying.
It's
One of the
heaven.
O2s
Oh,
are.
Hammersmith. If Hammersmith Apollo's standing,
Oh,
it's
right.
raked.
Yeah.
It's the best. I think King's
Amazing.
Theater in New York is like that too. It's the best.
It's so
God.
good.
Yeah.
We got fucked by that
At Mary Morris. Oh, we were
literally.
like, we went to see Mary Morris and we got to meet her.
In the
And
middle.
then-
Sorry.
Pardon? In the middle. And then they kind of chucked us out from backstage right at the front. And we were like, okay, great. And then we were like, oh no, let's go get a drink. Like she's not going to be on for like
and
an
then you were
hour.
done.
And then we were like,
We fucked it.
and it's just, also stop talking at gigs.
That was crazy.
Stop talking at gigs.
Well, my thing is stop talking at gigs. Also, stop recording on your phone, bitch.
Stop record. Just watch it.
Just watch it. Someone else is going to record it professionally, and you can watch that back. But your dog shit phone video is doing nothing for society. It's taking up space on your phone. It's hurting you. It's hurting me. Know that I'm behind you looking at your phone because I can't see the stage, wishing the worst upon you.
Yeah, put your phone
I'm
down and
sending you
enjoy.
actively bad vibe, curses, hexes. I'm nasty.
I hope you drop your phone.
Yeah.
You're not
Drop
going to
your
watch
phone
the
and crack
video.
the screen.
You're
not
never
going to
going to
rewatch the video.
Yeah.
No. Okay. What's happening with the laptop?
Okay,
I'm so nervous about what the laptop
No.
is.
We just have a new segment called "This is Stay Hydrated."
Yes.
So we have a new segment called Electrolytes. And it's just some like kind of quick fire, but maybe medium fire questions just to like
I love it.
get into the mind, the heart and soul
That
of
we
Jake
didn't
Cornell.
prep you for.
Yeah.
That
I
we
love
didn't
it.
prep you for.
I love it.
So if you go, don't ask me this one. We can just move on.
I mean, the podcast is edited, right?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
It's actually a live
just
stream.
beverage you can't live without.
Which beverage?
Yeah.
Fuck. There's so many.
Alcoholic and then non-alcoholic.
Oh, okay. Because I love beverages. It feels bad to say you can't live without an alcoholic beverage. It's like concerning, but no.
You don't.
You
a
could if
beverage
you
you don't
chose
want to
to.
live without.
Yeah.
Okay, 100%. I don't want to live without cold brew coffee, which is hard in England, but
Right.
It's tough.
I do love a cold brew coffee, and I do love champagne.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is champagne. When you do when you have other sparkling wines, when you do get champagne, you're like, damn, this is why
I know.
this is number one.
I know, exactly.
Then what puts the biggest smile on your face?
Oh, that's such a sweet question. Honestly, like I have such wonderful friends. Like in New York, like sometimes like I'll have that moment when I'm hanging out with my friends where, like sitting in New York, where I'll like look around and be like, wow, I did it. Like I got to, like, you know what I mean? Like
Nice.
I have
Yeah.
like the best. That always makes me really smile.
Love.
Not me, like.
Cheering up. I feel you always have good stories, of your friends, and you go out.
I feel
lot
like I
and
worked
you-
really hard to build a community in New York because that is like the thing I need.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like, yeah, it's why, like, it's also like Chris can attest to this. I get to London, I'm texting like the 6 people I know being like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, hey, what's up? Are you doing anything? And they're like, I have a gig tonight. I'm like, and after the gig? Like, I just always want to be hanging out with people. I'm like deeply social. And so having that in New York where like, do you know what else always puts a smile on my face? This is like this is one of my favorite things is like running into someone spontaneously.
Yeah.
And then having like something come of that. Do you know what I mean? Like being out, being like running into friends and being like, oh, we're just gonna grab a beer. Do you want to come? And like doing like something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's like one of my favorite things in the world.
Does New York have? It has neighborhoods, so you can like, especially maybe you're rolling around Brooklyn a lot, so you can be
Yeah.
like, you live around the corner, or like you live like a couple
Yeah.
stops away. We're going here in an hour.
Yeah.
Do you want to come?
Something. Yes, exactly.
There's like a neighborhood community feel.
Yeah.
I think London. I suppose
Well,
if you
the thing about
build
New
it-
York, that is the biggest difference between London and New York, I think, in terms of like what affects the vibe of the city, is that New York is geographically like so much smaller.
Right.
So much smaller.
Yeah.
Like the whole of Manhattan is like 12 miles, and then you have Brooklyn and Queens. Like London is so much bigger. Do you know what I mean? Like
Right.
it's like I always say that like New York, like no matter where you are in New York, you feel like you're in the same city to an extent. Whereas like I feel like people who live in like North London, West London, South, like those are different cities.
Yeah.
Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
like you
yeah.
live in the same place, you know?
Right.
And like you wouldn't really go from like people who live like it's like I hear people talk about in London like if you're like if everyone lives in Shoreditch and then someone like moves out to Clapham, it's kind of like they're moving to a different town. It's like you're
Yeah.
not going to see each other that often anymore.
Right.
That's like kind of, and like in New York there's less of that. Like if you were to if I live in Greenpoint and my friend who also lives in Greenpoint moves to like the Lower East Side, we're still going to see each other all the time. Like
Right.
that's not, so I think that makes it a little bit easier.
A chapter of your life you would go back to for a day.
Oh God.
Something, that like was a fun time or something. You're like, let me just go and just see what's going on back there.
That's so interesting because I feel like I guess I would go back to because I will like not to be cloying, but like the last few years of my life have been the best.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love like my life has consistently gotten better, which I'm knock on wood.
Yeah.
But I think I would go. Oh, I know where I would go back to. I would go back to probably I would probably go back to like 2017, 18.
Mm-hmm.
I had just started performing. I was like performing at a comedy theater in New York. I'd just gotten onto their like main stage show. And I like loved my friends that I was performing with. And but it hadn't become like my job yet. And it was just like so fun. And we would do a show once a week and have like hang out at the bar after and like just party. And like I felt like I had made it kind of, but it was like I was like really young and like it was just like a very fun time. And I don't get to see a lot of those people anymore that often. So I think that could be a really fun.
Okay, so you going in as someone, I'm going to also say this is maybe 10, 15 years ago, imagine, and you don't have like you're a kind of civilian that you don't have like a following or like anything like that. So, because now the question would maybe be different.
Sure.
Back when you were a private citizen.
What reality show would you like to be a contestant on? Or do you think you would thrive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've like actually considered applying to Survivor. Like even currently,
God.
I actually like might be I'm like thinking about applying to Survivor.
Oh my
Incredible.
God.
Yeah.
We're a Survivor house.
Did you watch Australia versus the World? Did
Chris
you?
has. Chris watched it without me.
Oh, I've hit some family drama. That's actually fucked up that you did that.
Yeah, no,
Because
it was
I hate
fucked
to tell
up.
you this,
It
it's
was
the best season of Survivor there's ever. It's unbelievable. It's so good.
It's good.
Do you know anything? None
No,
of it's spoiled?
I haven't watched anything yet.
Then
But
you have to just go watch it. It's
Yeah.
so good. And rewatch it with her because it's so good.
No,
I literally will.
I'm not letting Chris rewatch it with
Right.
me.
Oh, okay, that's
He's sort of
punishment.
broken that trust and kind of broken that
100%.
connection.
Watch it with your girlfriend. You guys just move together. That'll be a good foundational building thing for you.
But also, I'm going to show her. She's never seen Micronesia, so she's never seen.
Neither have I. Because I started late.
Okay,
I started late, but
you need to go see Pav.
Yeah.
Win.
Yeah. I know. I want to see, but I do love Survivor.
It's
I,
a
Yeah.
shame.
yeah.
I think you'd be good on
I think
Survivor.
you'd be great in it.
Yeah, I also have this thing where I think it actually would be like good for me. Like it would help me work through, I think it would actually put to test some like things I've tried to work on in myself.
Okay.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Care
Yeah.
to.
Like, I think that like there's a maturity. Like I think when I started watching Survivor, I was kind of blown away by people's maturity of like the idea of like, how do I explain this? I think I've had at times in my life a paranoia. Growing up when I was young, like in high school and middle school, the idea that people were saying something about me behind my back was the most devastating thing in the world to me.
Right.
And it wasn't about it was about the idea that there was like I think it comes from like being gay a little bit, but it's like the idea that there was something that people saw about me or knew about me that I didn't know about myself and were
Right.
like, you know what I mean, was
Yeah.
so scary. And the betrayal of like, oh, everyone knew you were going to go home tonight, but you didn't, like would like make it would make me, I think I would like enter a fight or flight stage that would be like eruptive. And the way that people on Survivor, when they get blindsided, can be like, wow, good job. Like I was like, that's like so mature.
Yeah.
And then and I when I first started watching Survivor, I was like, the paranoia of me getting blindsided would prevent. I would be so afraid. I'd be going on the beach being like, did someone talk about me? What's people saying about me? Like I'd be so focused on myself.
Yeah.
And I actually think the way to win Survivor is to be so focused on everyone else.
Yeah.
Right.
And keep everyone else focused on everyone else.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
be kind of being like, well, like what's Chris going? You know, like I think this about Chris. It's like
Yeah.
it's not about ferreting out who's coming for you.
Yeah.
It's about making sure that they're coming for someone else.
Yeah.
And I think that that's like a healthier way to live life. Like trust that people, I think it comes from, it's like, don't operate from a place of like, you're bad and need to protect yourself. It's like, assume you're good and move forward. You know what I mean?
That is
Yeah.
so interesting. That you're so right. It's like the complete upset. Like when people spiral, and I mean, I spend 65% of my entire waking life worrying that I've upset someone.
Yeah. Or like, when you like, it's kind of, there's so many
And these
versions
are
of
best
this.
friends that I think hate me.
When you're writing, do you ever catch yourself doing this thing when I'll be like trying to write comedy and it'll come from, and I'll realize the thought process I'm having is like, okay, I'm not funny. How do I write something that proves to everyone I'm funny? And it's like, you're never going to have a good idea if that's your headspace.
Right.
It's like, you have to come from the space of like, I'm funny and I'm good at this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or it's like, I'm going to win Survivor. I have to keep playing. You know what I mean? Instead of constantly operating from a place of like, I might lose. I'm about to lose. I'm about to lose. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's about like it's ultimately like a confidence thing.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's kind of how you win Survivor.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think you'd have to be I think you would have to downplay your social game the first couple of days.
I know. Well, that's the thing I thought about is like, because I'm like really at the level of like fame, I guess, that I have is like, if I were to go on Survivor right now, it's like, I would ideally want to be like, I'm a bartender and not tell
Right.
anyone that I'm a comedian. But let's say there's 20 people on the cast. If one person follows me on Instagram
Yeah.
and then outs me as a liar, now I'm toast because I've like publicly lied to everyone, trust gone, I'm out.
Yeah.
So then do I hedge my bet and just go straight out saying like, I'm a comedian?
Right.
Yeah. But then if everyone goes
And then-
like, that's fun, you can be like, still grinding it out.
Totally. But even I think that like just once you say you're a comedian, people can do the thing of like his job is to charm people and be funny. Like he's got to go. Like he's dangerous.
And
Like,
that is a very first tribal council train of thought.
I thought about that, and I truly think if I were to go on Survivor, the only thing only way I do well is if I don't go to tribal the first like 4 times.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I have to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the challenges, you're like, let's go.
Yeah, truly crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Challenge beast.
But that being said, like without watching, like I've seen people who like I don't, without spoilers, like I've seen some seasons recently where someone who like should have been going home every week just didn't even get the target on them because they knew how to play the game.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love.
Okay, if you could live a movie, like if you were going to live through the plot line and the happy ever after was going to be yours, what movie would you pick?
It would have to be, okay, so my first thing is I would want it to be something with like a supernatural element or like superpowers. Because like, if you're going to live a movie, I want magical powers.
Right.
Or I want superpowers. But I also don't want to live in a world that's like that violent. So it's like, what do you know what I mean?
Whoa, yeah.
So
Fine line.
it kind of, like, part of me is like, oh, it's so embarrassing. I'm not going to say Harry Potter, but like something in that level. But I guess they do deal with like fascism in that. So it's not as fun.
Yeah.
But like what is the version of that? Or just like a good ass rom-com. Like I want the, you know what I mean? Like, sorry. I want to live in a Nancy Meyers movie. Everyone's rich. Everyone's house is gorgeous. And you end up happily ever after in love. So like, I want like The Holiday.
Okay. I love that.
That's
Okay,
it.
fun.
I'll forsake magical powers for like incredible wealth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
LA or Surrey.
So, where do I end up at the end?
Yeah.
I guess Surrey.
Okay, nice. With Jude Law.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Name a horse.
Seabiscuit.
That was iconic.
Wait, is your thing that everyone says Seabiscuit, or is that
No.
This is the first time. I said this is the first time we're doing electrolytes, and can you put some questions down? And she
Name a
put
horse.
I put name one horse.
I
But
can
you
name-
did so well.
I can
That
name.
was so quick.
I can think of two.
Okay, what was the other one?
Black Beauty.
That was my one.
That was,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah,
the
yeah,
other
yeah.
two.
I was curious. The reason because I was curious if Black Beauty is a reading material in the UK.
I watched it
you watched the film.
It was-
we
we read
had
it in
the
school.
film.
Did you? It
That's
was a
crazy.
definite film.
In like
the
third grade, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
like
no.
a serious text.
What's the
at
horse that dies
17?
in that? The girl horse who dies.
That's beyond the pale for me.
While I
Doesn't Black
researched,
Beauty
Oh, there's also
die?
Shadowfax, the horse from Lord of the Rings.
Whoa.
I just start to like name a ton.
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah. Now the
No, but Seabiscuit. I feel like I bet you if you ask that to every guest, I bet 80% of the people say Seabiscuit.
Right.
the final one. If you could have a theme tune to your life
Oh my god!
in the style of like One Tree Hill, I Don't Want to Be. Like every time you woke up, a song played. Like for everyone else watching your life.
Sorry, the theme song to One Tree Hill is "I Don't Want to Be" by
Gavin DeGraw.
by Gavin DeGraw. I did not know that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so funny.
Yeah. It's as Lucas is walking across like a bridge is how it's
Because
really...
One Tree Hill was that's the kind of the one I never watched of all of
Okay.
those.
Did you watch the OC?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you wake up and we're watching your Truman Show TV show, and there's a theme tune.
This one's cruel that you didn't give me ahead of time because like this is so.
Sorry.
This is like I would want to really give this some thought. My theme song, it would have to be like, oh god, I'm going through all of the people I love and all of this like. What do you have one that comes to mind?
No.
See, this is you're such an
Do you?
asshole.
No.
Okay.
I mean...
Okay, maybe something like Stronger, Kelly Clarkson, just for like the beat and just like
Whoa.
that's just come to me.
Sure.
I
Okay.
haven't like cooked it too much. I just like grabbed something from the fridge. Do you know what I mean? I like open my song theme tune.
Yeah,
form.
it's sort of like but I guess it's interesting to think like what is theme tune like? Where is it playing? Like, is this like if you look back on my life, what is a song that like calcifies it? Is this kind of like a song that I start off every day with? Is this like
This is like you're getting ready in the morning and we're watching you like
Yeah.
get dressed and look in the wardrobe like, what's playing?
Yeah.
Okay,
Gotta head down, gotta have cereal, like that kind of like.
Mine actually maybe would be Rebecca Black's Friday, but like the up-to-date remix version, like the hyper pop version.
Okay, fun.
Or that would be one of my final three contenders.
maybe right now it would be It Girl by Jade. I feel like that's what I would want to
Yes.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I would need.
That's bang on.
What have you been listening to this week?
CMAT. I can't stop.
Ooh,
I can't
incredible.
stop. I can't stop. I'm obsessed.
I need to-
I can't stop.
I've
It's like
only
crazy.
heard. I've only been exposed to the Butcher Baker. Home and the Family
Take a
Maker.
Sexy Picture of Me.
Yeah.
There is a song on her new album called When a Good Man Cries
Okay.
that makes me cry. And I'm not, and this one I listened to it 200 times.
Right.
I've had the thing, I had like a half an hour bike ride the other day, and I ride a bike with one ear pod in, and I did the thing where I had that on song repeat. Just listen to the same song for a whole half hour.
Right.
I can't stop. I am obsessed with CMAT. Like her
Okay.
music is so good.
It is.
Oh, I love when you have a song that you're like,
The whole
Repeat
album.
one.
And it's like, and what I'm so excited about is it's her third album. And I kind of am just, I love when you discover, because it used to be really, the thing is, it used to be really cool to like find an artist on their first album, right? Be like, I've been a fan since the beginning. That used to be like, I feel like when I was young, and if you were to become a fan of someone in a later album, their fans would be like, fucking loser. Like you're jumping on now when
Right.
they're popular. But I love it because it's like, so she has this album out, Euro Country. I'm obsessed with it. I can't stop listening to it. But I know when I finally can stop listening to it, there are 2 other albums I get to go listen to. I haven't listened to them yet because I'm like, I'm still hitting this album.
Yeah.
But once I'm kind of like, okay, I've done this album for a bit, I have 2 more CMAT albums I guess
On
to
to
listen
the
to.
next one. That is really exciting.
it is
I'm
great.
over the moon.
Yeah.
The only thing that sucks is I fell in love with her album. I'm not joking to you. 2 days after she played New York City, I was like, when was she in New York? 2 days ago. Slay. I was so pissed.
Tweeting her, are you coming to New York soon?
No,
She's like,
literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jake, this has been amazing. Thank you so
This
much
was
for being
so fun.
here.
Thank you so much for having me.
I love you so much. I'm
I
glad
love
we
you too.
did this while you're in London. People don't know, they can find you online at
Jake W. Cornell.
you're a stand-up comedian, you're a writer, you're an actor, you're doing all kinds of
Yes,
fun
I
things.
will have already done my UK shows when you hear this, but I'll come back and do them again.
You'll come back again, and you're writing a new show.
Yeah, I'm writing a new show, so I'll come back and do that.
Love.
Hopefully sometime in 2026.
Perfect. This has been Stay Hydrated with my sister.
And my brother.
Bye. See ya.
Just before bed is good for your head. What you gonna do? Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated.